Hello everybody, this is your favorite women's world champion, Thunder Rosa, and I'm just here to tell you about this video. This video is very special for me because it's the day that I received my citizenship. Unfortunately, I didn't have the camera that I have now, so it was recorded with my cell phone, so I want to apologize for that. And also, you guys will get to see the whole speech that I gave when I got my citizenship. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget that every Tuesday we still have NWA Power at 6:05 on YouTube. Please subscribe to the page, like, and follow it. And if you haven't seen any of the episodes, go ahead and look for them. They're all free and they're all there for you. Again, I want to send my regards to absolutely everybody in the world, and stay safe, stay happy, and stay positive. I love you all. Muchísimas gracias. I haven't done a YouTube video, but I think this is a one that I want to do because today is a very special day. I am going to do my citizenship test, and I spent a lot of time studying. So I just woke up at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna dress up, have breakfast, and pray that I get it. No! So I'm getting ready for my test. I'm already dressed up, but Drago's like not want to leave me. So, yes. Tell them that you're excited about me becoming a U.S. citizen. Huh? Mm-hmm. Tell them. Well, I have a 17-minute drive, and hopefully I can print this thing because I need one more thing to be printed. Don't leave anything. Don't procrastinate like me, please. Don't. If I pass my test, I passed my test with an A++. I'm so happy. Now I have to wait for the oath, and that's another YouTube video that I'm gonna do. Patiently waiting to get out of here and have some delicious dinner or lunch. Well, to some I may be known as Thunder Rosa, the professional wrestler. But to my friends and my family, I'm simply Melissa Cervantes Robles. There you go, you can hold my championships. 16 years ago, I came to this country as a young girl with two dreams. One, to become a professional, and the second one was to become a U.S. citizen. Today, I can proudly proclaim to you that I have achieved both. I feel honored that I have been once selected as one of the speakers to share my story. I know we all have had our own difficulties and triumphs, but I believe we have the same drive that brought us to this country and continues to move us to work hard and better ourselves and our life. To all of us are here today because we believe in the American dream, and we live it to make it our reality. For me, this has been a lifelong journey. Luchadora. Luchadora is a Spanish word used for professional wrestlers, but the literal translation in English means warrior, fighter, soldier. These words have always resonated with me since I was a young girl. Often, my mother will recall my perils of my birth. The umbilical cord had wrapped around my neck and threatened my life before I was even born. She could feel me fight for life then. And as challenges come for me in the different stages of my existence, I continue to fight. As the third daughter of 4 girls living in Tijuana, Mexico, I learned how to be resourceful and seize any opportunities at a young age. My father worked as a taxi driver, and my mother was a stay-at-home mom. She would take odd jobs when things got tight, but both of them lack of higher education. That did not stop them from doing everything in their power to give us a better life and support me and my sister's educational needs and aspirations. I realized if I wanted to help myself and my family, I needed to do well and stand out in school and in life. Even then, I knew I wanted to travel the world, meet new people, and learn about their cultures and their languages. My economic circumstances, however, made it near impossible. And while this reality was heavy, I refused to be discouraged. I believed that if I kept fighting for it, I could achieve these dreams and more. So I kept trying. Even when things looked bleak and my parents could pay for basic school supplies, I tried harder. I remember middle school to be especially difficult. At times, I felt helpless to my family's economic situation. I was too young to work and help with household bills, so I helped around the home to help it function as best as I could, and I did the best in my studies. It was stressful, but sometimes we just have to do what we can. It was around this time my mother and my father started seriously discussing moving the whole family to America. For years, my father will travel back and forth between San Diego and Tijuana because he was a legal resident. My mother believed that we could all have a better life in the US, so she pleaded him to apply for a green card so we could all move with him to the United States. I'm not sure what made him so hesitant to bring us over, but he eventually agreed and applied for the whole family to come to the United States. We didn't know how long the process will take, but I felt something inside urge me to start moving. Before the beginning of my freshman year, I began to work in a summer camp. I saved all this money to pay for my schools and help my family with household supplies, etc. I'm feeling a pride and fire start to grow within me as I start this hard work and effort with my family. But as life does, it tested my fire. My parents' income decreased, so their financial support. During my sophomore year, I was forced to work a part-time job after school. I can remember pushing through a long day of classes and studies and then rushing to my job at this coffee shop. $20 a week. Might not seem like much, but it used to help me to continue my school and to pay for my books. And when a stretch of bad luck hit us and both of my parents lost their jobs, guess what? I took the role as the breadwinner by taking a second job. We as a family continued to find ways to make it work, and finally, after 4 years, my family was approved to move to the United States. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be all of us. My two oldest sisters aged out of the system and there was no visas available. So my mother, my little sister, and I went with my father to San Diego to live with my aunt. Moving to America didn't solve all our problems immediately. We continued to struggle financially, but I could see more opportunities opening up in front of me. My new home continued to be full of warmth and family. There was a lot of space and privacy though. We all slept in one room with my two cousins, and my aunt slept in the living room. But we were a team. After school, we helped each other with homework. They helped me with my English. In this high school, I was able to be part of clubs and after-school programs. For the first time ever, I felt like a real teenager. This is completely different what I knew in Mexico. I was able to hang out with my friends, just have fun. And in these clubs, the ones that I was part of, I was able to understand and cultivate everything that I was doing with my hard work. At the end of my senior year, I not only got on the dean list, but I was able to graduate with high honors and earn multiple scholarships to go to college. Instead of applying directly to university, I opted to enroll in a community college. I wanted to better my English, my understanding of American culture, and help my parents financially. With my part-time work, I was able to help us move us into a new home. English, history, and culture. What does this mean? What does it mean to be a proud American? What does it mean to be an American? I struggled so hard to understand this. I read and learned the way government works and tried to help its people. I conversed with many native English speakers as I could try to improve my speaking and listening comprehension skills. But I still struggle so much with understanding the culture. I felt the pressure of time. I was progressing, but I never felt as fast as I wanted to be. I never lost sight of my goal though. I was already the first in my family to graduate from high school, and I knew I would be the first to graduate from a university. Brian. Well, I met Brian when I was working during my second year of community college. He was a man that traveled the world serving the Navy and serving his country proudly. It was through his encouragement that I met other immigrants from different countries. Later, he will even encourage me to apply to UC Berkeley, where I then graduated with a degree in sociology. He helped me meet all these different kinds of people who are vying for the same dream as I was, a better life, a chance to grow and to prosper. We will travel to different American cities and will taste the history and culture in their foods and sights around me. This new love for Brian and this country grew more with each adventure and learning moment. We were grateful for each other in this life, and I was grateful for him and this country for giving me so many opportunities to live. We found a passion for volunteering. We continue to meet immigrants coming to America. We will share our stories and experiences with others to help them find hope. We will listen to those who are struggling and encourage them to keep fighting and try to help themselves find routes for betterment. We have and continue to help with foster youth and connect local organizations to get involved with our community. Brian, who is now my husband, he was my bridge. He connects my past, my present, and my future. I am so grateful for him to be part of my life. I opened my eyes to the world beyond everything I knew and made it clear to me what it meant to be an American citizen. Through helping others find their passions, I was able to find my own. In bettering others, I was able to better myself. In helping others, I too learned to believe in myself. I became an athlete, a professional wrestler at 26 years old. Well, he was much later than a lot of people pursue this dream. And my career continues to grow with each year. Like you said, I hold 7 championships, have been on televised programs, and travel internationally to places that I have only dreamed about. And I am so grateful to my family for bringing us here, and for this country for giving us so many opportunities. Moving to America, like I said, did not instantly solve our problems, but it granted us the chance to live a life we can be proud of. I am proud of because I can see my hard work is paying off. It was years in the making, and this is still the beginning. And as a favorite wrestler song says, I am a real American, fighting for the rights of every man. I am a real American, fighting for what's right. Fight for your life. Thank you very much. Congratulations to everybody.
Naturalization ceremony right here in San Antonio. Today, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration champion Fabiana Borges from Brazil and professional wrestling champion Melissa Cervantes from Mexico. As they were sworn in as new citizens, Borges began jiu-jitsu training when she was just 11 years old, and Cervantes has been recognized with 7 pro wrestling championships in several different promotions. She told us why today all of it was so special to her today.
Because of what I saw with my cousins, with my aunts, like, they came from nothing, absolutely nothing. And they came here to the United States and were granted citizenship in the 80s.
The two were naturalized alongside more than 230 other immigrants from 49 countries.